I hit the record button first. Oh, yes. Very wise. Very wise. Activate. Okay. It's loading my stuff. I did this ahead. See, look how prepared I was. Nice. Now, here's your volume warning. This might get really loud because the capture card likes to record my audio from a different place every time I use it. Get ready. I do have frog, if you're wondering. I got frog. But I want to... Oh, check out the story. The side story. It's 3 chapters. 3 rounds. And you play on Lunatic for the challenge. But the challenge is stupid on Lunatic. And the 3rd challenge specifically, for all of them, are just like, what are you doing? You're not supposed to win this. Stop trying. But then you can win through just sheer audacity. But the lunatic challenges are lunatic in the sense that fuck you, I suppose, for their existence. Alright, how's volume chat? Please inform. Please inform. Eurobeat pack. Oh, no. No, what do you mean there's another pack I have to get? And it's all Eurobeat? No! Sound is good? Okay, I'm cranking my own volume up then. What's in the pack? Well, clearly Eurobeat, but I don't see any specifics. Okay. Soundholic's in there, so there might be something I like, but I don't know. Wait, latest patch information? ZR? Oh. Summon. Oh, I didn't even realize. Oh, yeah, look at all that. I had no idea. Okay, cool. Anyways, yeah, I want to do the Yukari side story. I want to check it out because I got it so long ago, and I was thinking I wanted to do it on Looney mode, but then I thought about it, and that's just like that. Why do I want to do that exactly? I don't understand my own desires here. The education of Spellbubble. Yukari's counterattack. Yukari was not amused by Spellbubble's popularity in Gensokyo, so in order to put a restriction on it, she came up with a surprising plan. Oh, great. Are you telling me Yukari's entire side story, is just her being... Oh, I forgot the word there in a moment. You can change it later. In Lunatic, there are special rules. Well, let's just try Lunatic. Alright, here we go. Get ready for some grammar and spelling errors all over the place because it's just not checked. Reality and fantasy. Facts and fiction. The other world and the hidden world. And between it all in this beautiful land, Gensokyo. But the cooling calm you've come to expect from this place has been swept away by a wild tornado. I am speaking of Spellbubble. This video game, which was built in the outside world and reconstructed here through magic and yokai spirit power, became popular among Gensokyo's eccentric types until it swept everyone under its spell and spawned a major event in its honor. That's right, yokai, humans, lunarians, and celestials alike are in feverish frenzy that deeply troubles me.
Yes?
Alright. Flip it. Whoa, hey now, you can't do that in the last second. That's cheating. Oh, don't be silly. Of course I can do that. Want to go another round? I'm game. You're on. We're only halfway through the day's matches anyway. Let's go. No more Mrs. Nice Guy. What a bother. How can you both stay up so late playing that darn game? Oh my god. Yukari is a boomer. Matriarch Gensokyo boundary. She doesn't understand video games, and now she's going to make it hell for everyone who likes video games. But her art is gorgeous, so it's acceptable. You neglected your easy cleaning duties. Is dinner ready? Is the bath drawn? Have preparations for tomorrow been made? Jesus, Mom, chill out. It's fine. Ah, what's your deal popping in out of nowhere? We're just playing. Is that a crime? We were just getting into the zone. Could you give us some space? Stop acting like you're our mother. Oh, there you go. Mother. Yes, I am just that. Am I not the sort of matriarch against Gensokyo? Oh, God. Eh? Ew, no. Oh, denied. Thanks to your antics, every yokai in the land is obsessed with that game. So, that's what fads are, basically. You got a problem with that? The yokai of Gensokyo, as opposed to the humans, were given life by the cruel, solemn providence of nature. Obsessing over silly child's play is beneath them. This is a lie. Hey, silly child play at my foot. That's our labor of love you're dissing. Think I care? While we're on the subject, let me make my feelings clear to you. Gensokyo is a place where yokai and human beings get to live and thrive separately as their authentic selves. As a governing body of this world, I cannot abide with humans and yokai fooling about together over a fad game. So to encourage the proper, dignified advancement of our yokai society, I propose strict regulations on Spell Bubble. To wit, Spell Bubble shall be played only up to 1 hour per day. What? Are you crazy? I shall wield whatever power I have to keep Gensokyo as it should be. It is what I have always done. And this situation will most certainly be detrimental to Gensokyo. This is my judgment as the matriarch of Gensokyo. Indeed, this judgment is definitely logical and has nothing to do with my suffering and embarrassing defeat by Reimu. Most definitely, understood?
Yeah.
Hiya. Dawu. Novices are too easily distracted. If she doesn't keep her eyes on the road, how can she possibly reach her goal? Yukari, are you just going around complaining about things? I am pleased by how hardworking the Seekers of Enlightenment are here. They are truly advancing the way of the sword. I am greatly obliged. I didn't realize we had such a great sword master in our midst. Unless I'm mistaken, and she's merely my fledgling gardener. I don't envy Omu for having such an abusive master, and here I was trying to give praise. Humans cannot resist desire, yes? They just want to sleep, slack off, and play. Ooh, pot meet kettle. Recently, a freakish fad has been infesting our cities, so many are wasting their lives in foolish play. Truly deplorable. Oh dear, is that what you wanted to talk about? I could cope if only mundane people partook, but even Hakure's shrine maiden fell victim. She was playing well into the night. Ah, yes, I should inform you of this, Yukiko, since you are intelligent. I want to put up a notice in all of Gensokyo. It is just despicable that Gensokyo's yokai would neglect their duties and obsess over entertainment from the outside. Undue influence from the outside world indeed threatens the very essence of what life in Gensokyo is. Therefore, henceforth, Spell Bubble shall be played only up to 1 hour per day. A great idea, no? 1 hour per day, meaning you're giving them a whole hour per day. Isn't that a bit generous for you? If I push them too hard, wouldn't that only hit the hornet's nest? There's no need to tolerate minor laziness. You don't want to push too hard, so only an hour a day, okay. 1 hour per day, eh? 1 hour. I too went a little overboard last night when I was playing with Yomu. I must be more careful. Lack of sleep causes wrinkles. Do ghosts get wrinkles? Can any ghosts in chat confirm? Whoa, stop there. Don't tell me you're also into that game. And now, don't look so angry. I just dipped my toe in, had a little taste. And it's not as bad as you think it is. It's not much different from Go or Shogi. Here's an idea. Would you like to play around? I know I'm perceived as rather relaxed, but I'm actually pretty good at it. Ghost sighted on the veranda. Yuko Saigyoji. Yuko, that you should stoop to such a shallow pastime with a grin on your face. You're a helpless girl. Very well, this type of game is only fun when you win. Allow me to use this hour to completely deflate your enthusiasm for this game. Okay. So these are all... Oh, what does she have? Change the bubbles of an area to blue, and it's bullshit. And I have the gap. Okay. Slicing netherworld boundaries. Awakening gauge will go slower. Okay. I like that. That's a good one. Let me go. What the hell did that get pull out? What? I don't even know what that word means. Alright. Alright. Good start. That could have went a lot worse than it did, but I got the upper hand, so the awakening was desynced and I had the advantage, so I was good. Oh. For someone who wants to suppress Spell Bubble, you're terribly good at it. Yukari, aren't you actually obsessed with it too? You played with Reimu. Don't be ridiculous. I would never play Spell Bubble with Reimu again. Never. Well, let's end the games here and have a nice cup of tea and... Encounter! Lady Yuko, are you okay? Oh my, Lady Yukari, you're here? I thought I heard Lady Yuko calling, so I assumed there was an unwanted intruder. Half human, half gamer. Gardener with 2 R's. Yomu Compact. There it is. Gardener. It's like a pirate gardener. You needed to come much faster. With Yukari, you always know you're dealing with an unwanted intruder. Oh, I suppose you're right. My deepest apologies, Lady Yuko. Has Yukari ever shown up in a game as an invited guest? This is an important question. Has anyone ever actually invited her to something? Because I'm pretty sure nobody invited her to anything in Immaterial and Missing Power because nobody knew where she lived or how to reach her. She just always showed up on her own and everybody complained about it. And then she complained how nobody invited her and they were like, we don't know how to invite you. But then they get mad that she shows up. You're right, Yuko. She is still quite the fledgling. I think she needs more training, just like earlier. She invites herself. True, but are you gonna tell her no? What are you gonna do? Tell her to exit? Get out? There's the door? If you show her the door, she's just gonna open a portal, walk through it, and then come right back in the other side. And then she's gonna be cheeky and be like, that was the door, and I'm here now. You know, like some Faust shit, but with the portals, not space door. Just like earlier, but I haven't been training exactly. Oh dear, something wrong? Earlier, I was actually conducting a little solo spell bubble mental rehearsal. I'm sorry, I really have a horrible habit of yelling without meaning to. Did I interrupt your conversation? Spell bubble? Mental rehearsal? So those vocalizations were training for the game then. You see, sometimes volunteers gather to hold mini tournaments, and that big tournament the other day was also fun. And the next tournament is going to be full of former winners like Reimu and Marissa. I really want to participate. Oh, Lady Yukari, do you also play? Please, I would love your guidance in my training. Oh, please. It's here a game, there a game, everywhere a game. Yomu, a fledgling, shouldn't spend all her time obsessing over a fad game. It will infect your brain eventually. Huh? Where did that come from? What are you talking about? Well, I'm not really worried about that. I doubt she can become any dumber than she already is. Wow, what? Oh, come on! That was just rude. Good grief, the situation is more dire than I imagined. The rot is spreading far and wide in Gensokyo. As governing body here, I have determined that we need to shape up. To maintain a strong, healthy yokai society, we need... What else? Spell bubble restrictions to 1 hour daily to maintain order in Gensokyo. What a troublesome person you are. I'm pretty sure this is all out of spite. Are you sure? Yukari sure looks excited for a spiteful person. You see it too? Yes, she always acts so aloof, yet there's always more beneath that facade. Oh, there's layers. She's like an ogre, dude. She's got layers. No need to worry about any of this. I'm sure of it. Probably. Alright, so now we're gonna go to the Scarlet Devil Mansion and enforce our restrictions on them. New music, slicing netherworld boundaries. Oh, you're telling me I didn't even have it unlocked until I actually played it? Okay. Oh, we're going to hell. Fly, Yukari, fly! I actually like this world map quite a bit. There's details on it that you never go to, but the details that are there, I kind of like them. Although I think the shrine position is kind of strange. Because the shrine is supposed to be a little more out of the way from the human village, which is why it's not visited very often on top of other things. But the bamboo forest is close to it. And this is the Misty Lake. But this would imply that the Misty Lake is like right next to the human village, right? The Misty Lake, Gemba Ravine, of course, and it connects to the SDM. And you get Cordindo in the Forest of Magic, their 2 houses. And the sunflower fields, and then this is just hell under there. These areas don't really like count as connected, but they're there on the map so you can see them. Satori. Brain fingerprint. Oh, send many stones. Oh, that's gonna be fucking annoying. New paint bubbles, not particularly interested. Sadistic paranoia. Changes the color of the bubbles in the area to the color of the bubble you shoot. Makes change regardless of your shot color. Hold on, that sounds fun. Although that spell card certainly doesn't. This is gonna be rough. Okay. Gensokyo. A vast world that seems small. A small world that seems vast. And most of it is uninhabited. If the underworld is part of Gensokyo, then so are the lands of magic, law, and hell as well. And governing over it all is my duty. That being said, this world's ruler is actually philosophical and deeply loved. Most matters do not require my attention. We love the Marshmallow Girl, yes. You didn't come down here just to have me listen to your thoughts, right? I'd rather you tell me what you want. You want to talk about Spell Bubble, but if anyone could lie in their thoughts, you could. How the hell do you lie in your own head? What? What a rude thing to say after intruding on a maiden's thoughts. I always mean what I think and say. I am pure. See? That right there. That's what I'm talking about. As I'm sure you're aware, those who live here don't follow fads. The only spell bubble dabblers here are the earth spirits. Playtime restrictions or no, I can guarantee that spell bubble will never become such a phenomenon in this neighborhood. I'm floored, but it's so trendy up there. Are people here just not interested? Or do they just not follow trends? Don't answer that thoughtlessly just for fun, okay? For starters, the people here are wary of trendy things. So your worries of adverse effects and your obsession over regulations, they're not necessary down here. You think this is a problem that affects all against Gensokyo, but I don't appreciate you bringing the underworld into this. Oh, And here I thought as fellow rulers we would see eye to eye on this. Don't misunderstand me, I'm not blindly saying that anything trendy is automatically the enemy. Contemplating on Gensokyo's direction is my duty. Gensokyo has open seams. Even the tiniest disturbance threatens its existence. This is true. Source, dandelions. Can I get you to see it my way? These are my true feelings without falsehood. I wish you'd believe me. You sound like a worried parent. Then let me suggest you instead observe your children up close. Children have their own society. You should observe their true nature as they interact in their society. Well, you surprised me there. Are you sure? Are you saying that I'm blind to the true nature of this trend? I'm not saying that. Just, there are many things that you yourself do not wish to see. The Lake Yokai are holding a tournament soon. My sister will be playing, and I plan on going to watch. You want me to go watch it too? Wow, you've gotten pretty bad at joking. You think this is a joke? Let me guess, you slept through the last tournament. Don't discuss Spell Bubble until you've seen a tournament. You want your judgments to be fair, yes? And if you know the rules well enough, I wouldn't mind going around with you right now. Underground World Fixer. That's a big responsibility you just dropped on her head. Oh my, are you doing this to be nice? Very well, I accept. I barely know the rules, so this should take a while to get used to. Would you mind keeping me company for a while? She lied as naturally as she breathed. Okay, so this paint bubble thing is going to be good, except when she uses brain fingerprint and I don't get to play with it. Alright. Oops. Good shots. Good shots I made there. I'm not gonna play the rest of that one out. Nope.
単なるおもちゃでしょ。
That spell card is, well, yeah. Lunatic, alright.
単なるおもちゃでしょ。 ゆかりの神隠しコンパーラブレインフィンガープリントイレン幻想郷の維持のためキリキリ働いてみ私に敗れたのだから
Bleh. I got lucky. I got lucky. That's all. He. Oh, look at me. I completely forgot to play fair with you. That was rather childish of me. I was playing perfectly fair. Come on now. I'm so sorry. Though I remember the key points of the game, I don't have much experience in going easy on an opponent. Say whatever makes you feel better. I already knew I wasn't anywhere near your level. Though rotten, you are still a great yokai. I doubt I could beat you at any game requiring physical or mental prowess. So I can see why Spell Bubble would seem like foolish child's play to someone like you. So I ask again, wouldn't it be prudent for me to observe with your own eyes what makes this fad so fascinating? As the guardian of Gensokyo, right? I liked everything you said, except the part about me being rotten. What an interesting way to think about it. I originally came to visit on a whim, but I'm glad I did. You are indeed the sage of the underworld. I suppose, well, we'll be seeing each other at the tournament. I look forward to it. I truly do see Satori Komeiji as the sage of the underworld, because she and I often disagree. She said I've been blind, that I'm missing something if I only look at it from the outside. Neither challenge, insight, nor banned. I have made a decision, so I may understand the true meaning of those words. Reimu? Are you off playing the game again? Yes, I'm here. No need to shout. I'm not playing the game either. What brings you here today? More complaining? You're competing in the tournament, yes? I wish to hear more details. I'm warming up to it a little, you see, so I'm also attending the tournament. What? Just what in the world? After all your trash talking, you seem completely oblivious, don't you? I was merely pretending! I was merely saying everyone is overdoing the spell bubble craze. Novices who don't know when to quit neglect their duties. Meanwhile, I can bring out my full potential with an hour's daily practice. Well, just one match with me and you'll see me victorious. And when I win, for the sake of Gensokyo's well-being, spell bubble, 1 hour daily limit, I shall proclaim this slogan far and wide. Sure, fine. Sometimes I wonder how that little brain of yours works. I don't care if you don't understand. I've often been told I am the embodiment of tough love. You'll understand this in due time. Yes, in due time. Mortys. Alright, take me to Rainbow's house. I'm gonna beat her up. Is it Reimu? What if it's Cheerbo? Excuse me? Uh-oh. Oh, that was more than I bargained for. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Zangetsu Aria. Hell round 200 Yojana and 1/ pop the bubbles on the row 3rd from the top. Oh, cheating. Okay. Hardly any minute with attack. Increase attack power during awakening. Try to make the longest chains possible while awakening is in effect. Yeah, okay. We're going to the tournament. The deadline to qualify for the Cheerbo Pro Cup is rapidly approaching. Does anyone still need to register? We're near closing, so any urgent entries? Excuse me, but I would like to enter. Oh, you wish to register to compete? Very well, then just... Wait, what? Team Scarlet Double Mansion, right? Your lot is contributing too, I see. So, may I join your little tournament? After Reimu handed your butt to you in the last tournament, you seemed rather bitter. What changed your tune? Do you really enjoy this game that much? Ha! I don't remember what you're talking about. I have my own reasons. I just wish to make it the best it can be. Now, am I all registered? Okay, it's almost time. Are you all ready? A Spell Bubble Tournament, Cheerbo Pro Cup. Let the games begin, everyone. Bring your A game. Let's do this. Was Cheerbo an opponent? No, I think Alice was at the end. Go. The qualifying rounds begin. The 8 winners of this round will compete for the champion title in the tournament. I see some of the entrants from the last tournament, but sadly, most were all defeated in the qualifying rounds. I never thought I'd lose in the qualifying round. I'm sure the princess will yell at me for this. For the last time, my equipment was busted. Can't I dismantle it, fix it, reassemble it, then have a rematch? Hey, Patchouli, is there a tournament today? Is everybody having fun without me again? Is her name correct? Yes, it is. The tournament starts in the afternoon. Come, let me entertain you today. But you're lousy at it. I want to start playing against more powerful opponents. And after various personal victories and tragedies, the top 8 have begun their championship tournament. Lady Yukari is my first opponent. What a surprise. It's like Lady Luck herself conspired against me in the drawing. And again, putting my faith in luck was my first mistake. But I need only stand against any opponent who confronts me. Could you please not get carried away? I'm still a mere beginner myself. And regardless, this is just a game, so let's take it easy, okay? Lady Yukari, you are absolutely right. But taking a fight seriously is only common courtesy. They all cheat. They all cheat. They're all cheaters. Now, don't be so rash. Oh, very well. You leave me no choice. I won't hold back. No hard feelings, okay? As you wish. Lady Hiyoko has trained me hard for Spell Bubble. There's hardly anyone I cannot defeat. Prepare for a fair fight. This is a lie. On guard. Yeah. Oh, the R has been removed. She's no longer a pirate. Okay. Alright, I'm ready. Oh, I can use other spell cards, can't I? I've just been using the gap. Maybe I should give the one that makes their board worse. Attack power increases during awakening. Oops. Yukari no Kamikakushi. Okay. That could have been bad. I lost! Our levels were just too unmatched. Regardless, you were powerful enough to tear Lady Iyako to shreds. And I've never been able to defeat her. I give the impression of a casual player, no? No, you don't. But I suppose I've proven that I actually have quite a talent for this. Remember, this is what it feels like to be grossly unskilled. Learn from this, cut your leisure time, and focus on personal growth. Oh my god, this is the worst opponent you could ever get. GG, you played terrible. I've never seen such shitty gameplay in my life. Oh, so I need more training. The path to becoming a spell bubble master is indeed long and harsh. No, I meant you should focus on growing as a sword master. You shouldn't waste your time playing around. Goodness, now even I'm starting to lose my mind here. Well then, how are the other matches going? Let me see. Unfulfilled revenge. I am impressed, Shrine Maiden of Hakude. I thought I fought well. So how did you win? Cheating! I easily blew through the qualifying rounds, but the championship matches are only one round, so I barely made it. I was one of the best players last time, but everyone's improved so much. Still, I'm glad it was a good game. Indeed, you won. For now. Next time, you won't be so lucky. Everything is going splendidly. One win down, and to the final round. I like that there seems to be more skilled players this time. I'm sorry, sister. I was so excited to make you proud that I guess I got a little cocky when I made it through qualifying. No need to mope, dear. You fought well. Let's sit together and have a nice time watching the rest of the matches, okay? Yes, indeed. If I win this whole thing, it basically means you came in second. Sit back, relax, and behold my glory. Oh, no. I can't believe I let myself get cocky like that. Audio? You okay? I never lost once to you before. Why today of all days? Had to be the day I get the short end of the stick. You just don't get it, do ya? You have no idea just how hard I've trained for this. Today is the day I shall remove all scorn from the name Alice. I'm gonna take this victory train to the finals. So rabidly obsessive you are. That time would have been better spent honing your magic skills. Yukari knows what's best for everybody. When the next crisis arrives, Spell Bubble won't save us. This game makes me feel nothing but unease for Gensokyo's future. Oh, I know you must be tired from your match, but may I borrow you for a minute? Greetings and salutations. It's your favorite reporter, Shamemaru. May I have an interview? Well, I was sure surprised there. I never dreamed a big name like yours would grace the tournament stage. Would I be correct in assuming you were waiting for the right moment to dramatically enter the trendy spell bubble scene? Ah, good timing. Let's clear up the misunderstandings. The reason I came here is to show everyone just how shallow they are for passionately partaking in such a trashy game. I fucking hate this line. Anti-gamer energy. What? Trash talking right out of the gate? This fad has corrupted yokai, caused shrine maidens to stay up all night playing, and made my gardener neglect her sword training. Your gardener? I am afraid that this game is evil, and will lead Gensokyo down the destructive path of laziness. And so, Spell Bubble shall be played 1 hour per day. What? After I win this tournament, I would like everyone in Gensokyo to adopt this policy. What are your thoughts? Naturally, some will oppose this ruling, arguing that so many have trained hard, refining their skills for this day. However, I made it this far from training only 1 hour per day. Don't you agree moderation is important in leisure? Murmur. Well, I shall make it so. Esteemed competitors, may you compete well until the bitter end. How can you speak with such insanity? What did Spellbubble ever do to hurt you like that? Still, a big name like Yukari Yakumo is a great draw for the tournament. I'm so hyped I hate myself for it. Believe me, I don't want to have to dish out the harsh truth like this, but be sure to portray me in a fair light. What a trash game. Still playing it to this day, though. She's figured it out. Tenshi. Change all blanks to blue or yellow. Raise your opponent's downline by 3. I'm gonna go with Laplace's demon. Earthquakes. Bubbles will continue to be added to opponent's area for 9 shots. At least it's Ecstasy Dreamers. Tweaking the rules won't save you. Severely increases the speed of manual bubble additions to your area. Get aggressive and make those chains. Okay? That's how I play. And don't diss Aya. Aya can conduct a fair interview when she has enough material. Come on now. The long-anticipated final round is near. The very first matchup of the semifinals is already a dynamic duo. This is the first match between the two with the extraordinary connection. Your thoughts, Sanae Kochiya? Ha. I just came here to watch as a casual spectator. Though I guess some people out there might get caught in the moment and find themselves commentating without being asked. If I see you again, it'll be too soon, is how the saying goes. And I really am seeing you too soon. These two do not get along. Admit it, Tenshi, you really missed me. Did she just re? Did she just re at me? What the hell are you doing here? You weren't at the last tournament, so I figured you didn't like this game. If only. That's foul play, you cheating gap yokai. Now, don't blow out your voice. As long as there's no funny business, I won't need to punish you. Probably. I see what you did there. You're leaving room for backpedaling later. Stop that, don't lose your chill. Get back on your game. Are you gonna let yourself freak out before the fight's even started? Just be your normal, confident self. I'm not freaked out. She and I just have a teeny tiny compatibility problem. Compatibility? Don't know what you're talking about. Just remember, I'm a pro, and I see you as my rival. Got it? And judging by your last game, you're doing pretty well. So you're totally a worthy adversary. So just crush her, head on, fair and square. You can do it, I know you can. Oh, so you're the next in line. Looks like this fad taught you a lot of colorful vocabulary. I don't care who you are, fairy or celestial. If you think you can surpass mighty me, you've got another thing coming. If I exert even a small fraction of my full potential, I can easily become undefeated in a pitiful game like this. And when that happens, mark my words, everyone will feel ashamed that they ever got so crazy over this game. What if I just deliberately never finish this? So then Yukari never gets her way. Well, that's the long and short of it. Esteemed competitors, may you compete until the bitter end. Well, what? Incredible heel-like behavior! Though I am also highly impressed with Tenshi's theatrics in the last tournament. Only a big name like Yukari Yakumo could liven up the tournament like this. Are you excited? I sure am. For the last time, that's not my intention. Goodness is like the howlings of a mad dog. Why you? You're making my ears bleed. Get out, Gap Yokai. Humiliated time and time again, the day I let a normie gamer defeat me is the day Celestials will be forever disgraced. Playful Heavenly Dweller, Tenshi Hinanai. If I ever see you again, it'll be too soon. If you think I'm the same Celestial I was before, you're sorely mistaken. Learning from defeat is the golden rule of competition, and this is Tenshi Hinanai's golden opportunity for revenge. Say your prayers, outsider. I will show you the true essence of the spell bubble that I have mastered. Alright. Bubbles will continuously be added to opponent's area for 9 shots. That's nuts. Bubbles manual add speed up. What does that mean? Oh. cheated. Classic. Classic. Absolutely cheated on that one. No, that was an unwinnable situation. That's nice and fair. Oh well. Pretty much got the whole song again at least. So, take that. But I'm mad about that. I got a blank bubble on top of a drop bubble. So it was just checkbait. There was nothing I could do to knock that down. It was just impossible. And I'll lose in the last 10 seconds because of a bad blank bubble RNG. To think that I, the great Tenshi, would be bested, even here, Though rotten, you are the guardian of Gensokyo, so your power is understandable. I admit defeat. You've won. Oh my, unlike last time, you've taken this loss rather modestly. Don't be disappointed in me. Even I am not so blind that I wouldn't recognize your superiority from that match. After my last defeat, I joined forces with this Pipsqueak Pro Ice Fairy so that I might brush up my skills and reclaim my honor. But here I am again, bested by you halfway through. Ironic, isn't it? Either way, I'm ready to meet my fate. Just boil me in oil or burn me at the stake, whatever your sick mind desires. Would you please not paint me as someone who kicked you while you're down? You've done similar things in the past. What, boil you in oil? If you feel like wallowing in self-pity, then I won't punish you today. I don't have the energy for it. Before I change my mind, go hide yourself in the audience. Come on, go. Shoo shoo. Hey, show some respect for the defeated. Nothing's worse than a sore winner. What? But she's the one who's being a drama queen. Anything the loser says sounds like the distant howling of a mad dog. The competitive arena sure is harsh. Don't be so foolish. Look at me! Your next game starts where your last loss ends. Even if you have to start over from square one, you'll be fine. We're pros. We'll hold your hand along the way. Oh, we pros will hold your hand along the way. Today's loser always becomes tomorrow's challenger. Isn't that right? Today's loser always becomes tomorrow's challenger. Ah, yes, I'd forgotten. You're absolutely right. Let's begin anew, like a beautiful butterfly emerging from her chrysalis. Oh, clappers. Yeah. My brain is starting to hurt. Now even Tenshi is starting to speak in platitudes and cliches. Whoa there! Both semifinal matches shall be settled here and now! Ugh, talk about efforts finally paying off. I could have beat you, technique-wise, but my spirit didn't hold a candle to yours. That was your best work, Alice. Congrats, and good luck in the final. Thanks. I played second fiddle for a while, but I finally made it. I'm glad that I used my bitterness over loss as an inspiration to train. I promise I'll honor you by winning the final round. And I do hope you win, of course. After all, it's not often that I see you trying so hard at something. Oh, please, cut it out. I'm allowed to try hard at something sometimes, aren't I? Bitter loss. As an inspiration to train hard. Why is every yokai out there suddenly talking like humans? I don't know whether I'm disgusted or confused. Turn loss into victory. Turn despair into motivation. Let all your adversity become power. Train hard and grow from it. Does this game hold a special something that the yokai seek? And is that even possible? It's a video game, Yukari. That's all. Clear. Down, down, doll. Releases 10 Horai dolls in your opponent's area. Bubbles connected to Horai dolls won't fall. That has got to be some of the stupidest shit I've ever heard. I may not look it, but I'm strong. Charge time for spell cards will be shortened. So you've chosen death. By Marissa's encouragement, I did try playing this game with one of its developers, but I'm not very good at this type of game. I can understand getting excited just by being in a crowd, but getting so worked up over a one-on-one match? For years, I have avoided devoting my life obsessively to any one thing. I almost forgot how to take anything seriously. But everything changed when I entered, and battled in this Spell Bubble tournament. I saw many different people in the stands, though mainly yokai, and I think I hadn't seen the likes of this before. Their obsession over this game is the very thing that bonds them. The nature of the game gives them permission to let loose. The day I fought and lost miserably on stage, I wanted to take the game seriously and see if I could win. I started myself on this journey when I had that thought. No, rather, it was my subconscious that started me on this journey. I can't deny it. I'm a sore loser. Okay. Hey, Alice, since you beat us, you better win this thing. Otherwise, we're not friends. Hey, don't pressure her like that. Besides, wasn't your match not really that impressive? I think I remember you losing horribly. Hey, don't talk like that, it hurts. Hey, can the peanut gallery shut up? I'm trying to focus here. That's the stuff. You go, girl. Well, Alice looks like she's in top shape, a pinnacle of focus, and zen. She's like in the Alice zone. I've heard that one before. Her opponent, Yukari, has talked some pretty epic smack, so it's safe to say they're both in good standing to win this thing. This match is truly a unique pairing of contrasting personalities. Your thoughts, Sanae Kochiya? Again, I am not a commentator, but sure, it does look like it's going to be a good match, I guess. If Yukari wins this match, Spell Bubble will be restricted to 1 hour daily, was it? Is that actually gonna happen? Oh, that's right, I'd nearly forgotten. The question is, will the yokai really accept such a ruling? Put that aside, Spell Bubble Tournament Shirano Pro Cup, the final round is upon us, starting now! I'm glad that the energy here is so spirited. There were a few questions I wanted to ask, however. But judging by your tough battle stance, if I want to conduct a relaxed interview, I'd better wait until after the match. Well, duh. Just why do you think we're standing here anyway? Peer pressure originally brought me here, but now that I am here, I'm gonna beat you royally and send you home crying. And catch a win while I'm at it. Rainbow heroine of the next generation. I always saw you as the sensible type, but now that I see my impressions were comically accurate, it's rather refreshing. Makes me curse my good-naturedness, now that I've dared enter the arena. Having said that, let's just say that ship has now sailed. I think you know I am not one to lose my composure, yes? So all of my questions, I'll hold until after the match is over. This will take a little while. I hope you're up to it. If you let a bunch of complicated thoughts consume your mind, that might kill you. I am a force to be reckoned with. Fear me! Now let's go all out and get the most enjoyment out of this game. Activate Spell Bubble. Nobody says that. Nobody says that before a Spell Bubble game. 50 seconds. And if it's cut, that means she's gonna be dropping that shit on me in like... How long is the song? It's too long. They're already there? I'm lowering the difficulty. Let go of those bubbles, you little fuckers! But I was still working on that. Fuck you. Nope. No. 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 That's about as much fun as a blister. She can put 10 of those on me every 30 seconds, and you want me to play the game like that? No. I'm not doing that. I've done a lot of shit in this game. I'm not dealing with that. Good enough. Nice. I missed that. Thank you for the raid, though.
あなたのことは監視していたのに
Unuki, thank you.
羽目を
Appreciate
外
that.
しすぎないようにね
There's a lot of Touhou games. This one's great. Just don't do the single player stuff on a high difficulty because the game does not. The game's. It's not very fun when you do that. Yeah, I don't even. This is. I've done all the other lunatic challenges. That one was the worst one so far. It was so bad I didn't even give it a chance. 30 seconds. That song is nearly 5 minutes long. I have to deal with that a minimum. I'm counting in my head here. At least 9. That means not counting the dolls that show up on my board randomly anyway. There's a minimum of 90 magnetic assholes on my board over the course of the entire game. And I have to do combos around that without getting downed by lunatic AI. Yeah, right. Who's doing that? No thanks. I'm good. Square me out, Johnny. I'm done. And we have a champion. Our winner is the dark horse who steadily rose through the qualifying rounds. Yukari Yakumo. Alice Murgatroyd has fallen. Where's my A button again? I got it. Single player challenges were designed to keep you playing alone because this game didn't have online for a long time. But holy shit, there is a difference between difficult and bullshit. That's for sure. So this is the end of the road. I didn't make any careless mistakes, and I was focused and energized. It was all you. By tapping into your full potential, you overcame it all. You've beaten me. I can't possibly deny that. I'm honored by your praise. The crowd is also cheering for me. But you see, I know the truth. Their cheering voices are not for my victory. In other words, they are cheering for your valor. Am I not right? Alice, tough break. That was a wonderful game. You've gotten so good at it, Alice. Yeah, that's right. You're both winners. Huh? Oh, please, spare me your petty sympathy. They aren't cheering for me, a loser. That's ridiculous. That's right. They're cheering for the game itself, for the honorable winner, for the valiant loser, and for the great game. Interesting. That does actually make sense. You only arrived at your conclusion because you were uncomfortable, because this space is for people who love the game. How you feel about this game is your own business, but doubting the motives of the people of Gensokyo cheering in the crowd today, that's taking your cynicism too far. The honorable winner. I don't think I deserve that title. I have a question I want you to answer. I want you to tell me what honorable means to you. Would you tell me? What is it about this game that has fascinated you so much? I'm not sure I really have a reason. I haven't really thought about it. But if I had to pick an answer, I think, yeah, it's because I can't throw away that way of life. Way of life. Training under the same rules, honing our skills, becoming stronger. This grows mutual respect and changes us for the better. Games and sports have always been human activities. A sublimated version of our instincts to fight for survival. I don't think I've read that word correctly. So I think it's quite natural for the yokai who coexist with humans to take up this sort of activity. Would you agree? All the yokai of this land, myself included, are influencing each other in this way. At least that's how I see it. I don't exactly dislike humans, you know. And the magicians are a rather fascinating breed that likes new things. It's not my intention to argue with you over how you think yokai should live. However, if we keep shunning new energies and evolutions in our world, we will eventually lose our ability to create. I didn't realize I was talking to one of the Morias. Now, I'm not sure if that's the answer you were looking for, but that suffice. Then again, knowing you, didn't you start this conversation because of some sort of grudge? Isn't this whole too much gaming makes you weak and only 1 hour daily nonsense a bit overprotective? Oh, she's laughing. I'm not laughing, though. That was bullshit. Well, I toned down the difficulty, so it wasn't bullshit anymore, but... Forgive me. That was a bit unexpected. I couldn't help but laugh. Thank you for your harsh truths. I will take this into consideration. Huh? Oh. Okay. Well, cool. Well there, Yukari is also laughing, I see. Perhaps this is the laughter of mutual respect between rivals. Now, since both competitors are still on the stage, let us proceed with the awards ceremony. Swoosh. Hello. I'm the tournament management representative, Remilia Scarlet, general manager of Team Scarlet Devil Mansion. This tournament was indeed impressive. I am pleased with how... Oh, it's her again. It's Ramilla. They still haven't fixed that. Ramilla Scarlet. I am pleased with how enthusiastically it has been received. As sponsors of this tournament, our firm is offering you supplementary prizes. Congratulations to you both. For the runner-up, Alice Margatroyd, we at A&T Gaming award you... Oh, wait for it. Oh god, not that thing again. Help me energy drink. An entire year's supply? I'm confident that you can train at full speed without resting for a whole year now. Let Help Me handle all of your energy needs. What's even in this drink? And a whole year's supply? Don't be silly, where am I supposed to store all of it? And to our winner, Yukari Yakumo, we at the prestigious Team Scarlet Devil Mansion present you with this. Ta-da! For you, Yukari Yakumo. It's exclusive tickets to an exhibition match with me, Chirno the Pro. You're welcome! This is a real gem. It lets you share an exhibition match with your girl who's famous all over town. Wait, something's off here. Huh? Oh no! Breaking news! Oh, breaking news, folks! Yukari Yakumo is nowhere to be found! She's ditched the award ceremony and has left the arena! What? Yukari Yakumo? Yukari is gone? She's gone! How dare you let yourself in while the homeowner is gone? If she were here, she'd yell, "Why are you always like this?" You're one to talk, Yukari. Welcome back. How was the tournament? Anything interesting to report? Anything interesting, eh? No, nothing at all. It was a terrible bore. Nothing of interest happened. It says the girl who stayed until the very end. You're closed off as ever. Closed off as ever, I see. Look, the kids are also back. Wait, huh? Why did you all think it was okay to come inside while I was gone? Good grief, why are you always like this? So the winner ditched the awards ceremony to break into Rainbow's house to have tea? I'm so bitter we lost to a snob like this. Well, though rotten, she is still the champ. And if she doesn't resume her training tomorrow, her downfall is inevitable. Now, could you cut the racket? We all barely got back home. Come, have a nice cup of tea. I'm sure there was a rowdy after-party after the tournament, right? Or perhaps an outdoor game of some sort. Goodness, must everyone be so hot-headed? Well, so long as it's in moderation. Yes, well said. Oh, by the way, are you okay with dropping the whole spell bubble hourly restriction thingy? Everyone in the arena was confused. Was the artist for Yukari? Vampire Killer himself, the same artist who did the art for the Touhou games, both Scarlet Symphony and Stranger's Requiem. Hey, let sleeping dogs lie, dummy. She did all of us a favor by forgetting about it in the first place, and that is the only artist I can give you by name, because I recognize their style. It's so good. Alright. Yes, 1 hour daily isn't very much time. Naturally, it's the same with sword training. Whatever are you talking about? So much happened today that it's difficult for me to remember. You should all stop carrying on late into the night and try to keep more regular hours, understood? What? What she's saying is reasonable? But she's one to talk. What a hypocrite. Go follow your own advice. Gensokyo's existence has lasted both a mere second and eons. I have served as guardian to protect activities on this world. This world will never be complete. Countless anomalies and mysterious enemies have continued to threaten us. And from this, Gensokyo has allowed herself to grow, in order to remain the paradise reality dwellers have forgotten about. It's a simple concept, even children can understand it. Surely this game was but a footnote on the long list of anomalies. Games help you grow stronger, help you wish that you might become stronger and grander. Games are for children, after all, who desperately wish to grow up. And just like children, Gensokyo... Genoskyo. Yes, Genoskyo, or Genoskyo, if you like that, might someday change beyond her power. And when that time comes, I wonder what I will think about Gensokyo. Gensokyo is all welcoming. Indeed, it's true. And that is a cruel reality. Gino Whirl! Cast me, the streamer, as the streamer.
そこにあるのはいわば幻想郷を愛する一人の少女の願いですわ。
The streamer. This is the first song. This is a really good one. Dude, the insane amount of bloom on Satori with the eyeball. Holy Jesus. It's so much. Alright, but Yoma's wearing nice boots. I remember this. Yeah, look at those. Clean. Nobody expects those because you don't see down there. They're all full bodies, but they're all cut off at half. Hot dogs. She reminds me of hot dogs. She's got nice boots too. Jesus. Look at how many times the lace goes over. Is it equal on both boots? I think there's more laces on her her left foot. And she's gonna have boots too, right? Well, kinda. They look kinda off though. Oh no. Oh no, get those off screen. Wait, where's Yukari? Yeah, I like that one, that new one. Slicing Netherworld boundaries. Oh, here we go. Starring Yakumo Yukari. God, I wish Vampire Killer would do more for games. The top half of his art is always exquisite. The education of Spellbubble. Yukari's counterattack. Down, down, doll. Title acquired, heroine of the next generation. Okay. 5,000 coins. Wow. That matters so much. Okay. Oh, look. Oh, they have super clears. Oh, they have super clears. Oh, shit. Look at that. You can tell I did them on Looney mode because the clear is like, yo, you did it. You're the greatest. But this one's like, oh, you bitched out. Yeah, I bitched out. Yeah, I bitched out. Maybe I'll come back to it someday. Find the challenge I haven't done in the list of challenges I have done. Oh, can you even sort this based on clears or not? I don't think you can. I'm gonna kick your butt. No, frog. Party, Suiko. I just want to get home. Scream out. Party, two bows, two claps, one bow. 2 bows, 2 claps. Oh, I can't let myself go crazy and spell bubble. Duel her. Be careful not to let her go too crazy. Frog. Change the bubbles on the left side of the field to red and right side to blue. Oh, okay. 100 seconds. Okay. Oh God, I remember her voice. Oh. No, that's gonna bug me. I know her voice. I remember seeing it. I remember seeing it. And I was like, I recognize that. Hold on. It's gonna bug the shit out of me if I don't look at it. Swacko. Satomi, yes, Sato Satomi, that was what it was. Yes. Look at that frog card. Okay, that's what it was. Satomi. Back to challenges. It was Mailing in Touhou 2. I already forget the examples I gave for her. You'd have to go look at my video. I'm pretty sure it was Mailing. I'm 90% sure it was Mailing. Okay, do it for real. It's also against a Wanderer Reimu.
上等たかっといでふもとの巫女の腕前どんなもんかな
What did I just hear? DLC card she's got. Oh god. Could have lost that. I'm not surprised that she has cards like that because she costs a ridiculous amount of money. Straight up, she comes with one song and she's a character, And if you know anything about fighting games, in competitive games, nobody wants to buy a bad character. And at a game like this, where she's already cost you $14 fucking Canadian, I shouldn't have bought her to begin with, to be honest with you. But yeah, she's gonna be very good, which means you're gonna see her everywhere. Doesn't matter how cute she is, she keeps dropping fuck-ass loads of damage on you, and she's never gonna get nerfed until they've collected all they can in revenue from her. That's DLC, baby. Everybody gets mad excited for it until it comes out and they have some bullshit option, and then you know, you get labeled as a DLC player. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. The quest below Suikos is called Exploited. I didn't even see that. Any maidens here? There we go. There's one. I missed this one. Oh, I get to play as Suako here. Mishaguji Empire. Lady Suako has something the matter. Everyone looks so merry. Join in on the fun. Froggy braves the storm. All blank bubbles sent from your stock will turn green immediate. What? What is that? What? What the hell does that mean? I still don't know what this does. What? Oh, I see. Good enough.
づいたこの私に勝てると思った？
Frog. Frog. Let's see. Mal lists her as Tanjiro because it's taking into account it doesn't specify it, but it means that she voiced the flashback version of him when he was a child, because a lot of children are voiced by females in shows and stuff. So you'll see some very weird voice credits attributed to people, and you'll be like, what? But it's because of a flashback. Because I know when I was making that video, there was somebody who was credited as the voice of Broly, and I was like, what? But it was just the flashback Broly when they were talking about how he was a kid, right? That's that kind of deal. Level 9, Infinite Gradation. Okay, I didn't read the thingy. No more Frog. Frog's gone now. There were only 2 challenges. Bubbles in the area sometimes change colors. That is stupid as shit. Okay. Whoa, that was annoying. Alright. Don't do it. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate that, Sneefles. BT, thank you. That was, I don't, the only difficult part there. Ow. Ow. The difficult part there was Sakuya's ability and the ever-changing thing. You like how the bubbles, they changed to purple, and then I got a blue one so I could clear those purple ones, and then Sakuya was like, random bullshit, go! And she threw out one of those arrow bubbles, and then it actually blocks the chain even though it's the same color, and then I hit that with the purple one, and I just oh. Alright, it's over though. I never have to do it again. I'm gonna sing. Unable to do anything but sing when I get that feeling. I hear it's fun to sing while playing. Did you know that? Go along with her and sing for fun during the match. Okay. I'm good. I'm not dying. Well, not yet anyway. Way to engage will increase more easily. 2.5 minute song? Oh god, alright. Holy shit. So, do you think that challenge maybe came in before the change to the way the music note ones work? Because, yeah, that happened really fast. Oh my god. Alright, well, it worked out. But, yeah, that feels like one of those challenges that came before the way the music bubbles changed. Because I don't think one shot should have put me in Awakening instantly. Okay. Oops, all bugs. What, you mean you like bugs? I think you've got them, Miss Developer. That can't be true. Matsuyoi Nightbug. Well, this has got to be a Wriggle theme, right? There's too many references to bugs. How is Wriggle not in this game? Don't worry, she'll be DLC. 4 colors. Oh, no thank you. Oh, bugs! I hate. Pain. Oh! Pain. What the fuck? Ah. 4 colors.
やっとりおごりな。立つのは私だけどね。
Man, I wish the color order stayed the same. It's you can't really mentally keep track of which color comes next because it's just I don't know, I don't understand the order with this 4 colors.
立つのは私だけどね。だったらやっとりおごりな。立つのは私だけどね。
I fucking hate this 4-color shit, dude. I was supposed to have a blue there. Where was my blue? I fired every color before the blue, but it didn't give me a blue one again. What's the color cycle? Oh yeah, all right. Fuck off. Oh my god. Certainly hope there's no more of these later on. Aw, dude. That was the worst thing ever. Earn the title of Bug. It's not a title I want, but it's mine. Bug. Ah, yayoi. Maybe I just stop there. Quit while I'm ahead. I'm gonna click this one, and if it's really bad, so if it is really bad, I'm just gonna stop. I'm surprised this game's so popular in Gensokyo. You poor thing! Let me beat you so you can appreciate how fun this game is. I'm sure it will be bad. Oh, okay. 5. Oh god. Wait, it doesn't affect her? Oh, that was awkward. Oh god, that's so awkward. Maybe I should just stop. Maybe it's time to stop. After that. Don't do that. No, I don't have the red one. Alright, that wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad. I just had 3 shots in a row that just snowballed into pain. Good song too. It's kinda neat to play with the thing down like that. But I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. No more. No more challenges. No more quote-unquote challenges. I want to commit the closed software. Holy shit. Alright, well, if I play this game again, you know the drill. The usual stuff. Maybe someday I will go and I'll do that Lunatic Alice fight, but with the way it looked, I really don't want to.